Tell it like it is.
Aaron Neville.
My time is too expensive.
1966, you guys. And tell it like it is. It's 9 o'clock in the morning all across Western America. This is KFXM LP Lancaster, the heart and soul of rock and roll, along with K237CG in Yokern at 95.3. Chris Compton here, and pardon all that noise in the background. We had to wheel in the auxiliary portable air conditioner. Yep, well, it's going to be hot. Yeah.
That thing could kill us. They'll find us here in the morning with our tongues on the floor.
So what? At least we'll be cool, yes. Okay, let's look at the weather, shall we?
KFXM weather.
Are you ready for this? Sunny and hot with a high of 109. That's right, that number is 109. That's right, Mr. Beadle? Yeah, Ernestine here from the phone company. Yep, okay, sunny and hot with a high of 109. Wow. Can you imagine somebody having a fever of 109? It was in one of the Honeymooners episodes. Norton used his pocket Zippo lighter to look at the thermometer to see what Ralph's temperature was. And he says, Ralphie, what would you say a normal temperature is? And he's all about 98. He says, what's my temperature? He says, 109. Anyway, where were we? Okay, it's going to be 109 today. Clear tonight, low around 72, and winds to 10 miles an hour. 109, huh? And then tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high... Oh, what is going on here? Sunny and hot tomorrow with a high of 111. 111 tomorrow. And, wow, we get a cooling trend toward Labor Day. It's going to drop down to 109. Whoa, isn't that great, huh? Currently, right now, right here, well, we want to take a look at Death Valley while we're here. We might as well, and we all got prickly heat, right? Okay. Right now in Death Valley, it is 95 degrees, and the forecast for Death Valley is sunny and hot with a high of 126 degrees. Wow. Light and variable wind. Who cares about the wind? You get roasted the minute you step out on your porch. Yeah, just put a little baste yourself every now and then, and maybe if you get really hungry, you might want to try eating your foot or something like that. It should taste pretty good with all that basting on there. Okay, that's 126 for tomorrow at Death Valley, and then Monday, same thing, sunny and hot with a high of 126. Getting back to Lancaster right now, the current temperature right here, right now on our show tonight is 81 at the Channel of Champions, KFXM, and over in Death Valley, 95, the big 95. Welcome to Saturday. Sorry about that air conditioner. I'm really, really sorry.
Tell me that things will kill us. They'll find us here in the morning with our tongues on the floor.
You can always go.
Mrs. Elva Miller. You remember that, huh? She was an overnight sensation. She definitely had her 15 minutes of fame, didn't she, huh? Yep. Gary Owens, my friend Gary, who's no longer with us, he was a famous radio personality in L.A. He was on Laugh-In, the guy standing in front of the Mickey Mouse clock with his hand behind his ear and everything. He discovered her and put her on his show at KMPC, owned by Gene Autry at the time, the Cowboys station. Yep. And, the rest is history. She landed a stint on the Ed Sullivan Show. All right. Our show tonight, somewhere around here, is Mrs. Elva Miller. And Mrs. Miller is Southern California. She was Southern California. Yep, but she was from Ontario, California. Upland and Ontario. They're kind of two cities that kind of mesh in with each other, especially, after the big earthquake. Remember that? So anyway, that was that. 8 minutes after 9 o'clock. From Channel 98, Elva Miller. Just remember that name, Mrs. Elva Miller.
Who?
No, Mrs. Elva Miller. Nah, hey, kiss him goodbye, yeah. From the summer of 1969, when Chris Compton took over the airwaves of Las Vegas, Nevada, on that great little 250-watt radio station, AM 2005, Na, hey, kiss him goodbye. Wilbur. Anyway, it's 12 after 9 o'clock at Channel 98. Here's Thunderclap Newman. Not the same guy from Seinfeld, is it? Was that his nickname? Yeah, when he fell, it was a thunderclap, yeah. We gotta get it together. Thunderclap Newman, who met an untimely death many moons ago.
His head fell off.
Yeah, it was a horrible sight as it rolled down the boulevard, and it even stopped for all the red lights and accelerated on the green lights. Yeah. Anyway, 16 minutes after 16 after 9 o'clock, it's time now for a visit from the Story Lady.
It's time now for another visit with the Story Lady. Thank you, Story Lady. Be listening next time, boys and girls, when the Story Lady will be here to tell you whether to dress formally or informally when going to a nudist cocktail party.
Wonderful KFXM.
The show must go on, and so it does, with Three Dog Night, 918 KFXM. Step right up, folks. Step right up, folks. 3 bullseyes and you won yourself a brand new car. Yes, indeed. A brand new 1964 Ford Galaxy. Ah, yes. 21 after 9 o'clock at Channel 98. Chris Compton here. How you doing this morning, huh? How's your Sharona this morning? Yeah. There's a guy out waxing his Sharona. Look at that. Well, what a shine. That looks shiny. That shine's nice. Yeah. The Connect. My Sharona. Yes, that was not that King Cole singing lead. Absolutely not.
Nat King Cole stuck his finger in the pie and yanked out the bird.
Yeah.
Wonderful KFXM.
Hey, I see you again next Saturday night.
Emperor Hudson, yeah, all by himself there. That's kind of a rare record. It's on Dory, and yeah, it was Lou Bedell's label out of Argyle Street in Hollywood. Okay. I think it was 1608, wasn't it? Lou was a great guy. He was a good friend. And 29 minutes after 9 o'clock already? Holy moly. What's the weather? It's going to be hotter than 700 hells. That's all I know. Let's see what the present temperature is here in the Antelope Valley. 82 right now, and it's going to be sunny and hot with a high of 109 degrees. That's right, 9. Yes, you'll be laying on the patio, just getting a tan and all that, inhaling all that great smoke from the wildfires and everything, and it's going to be a wonderful day. It's currently right now 98 degrees in Death Valley, looking for a high of 126 degrees. Oy vey! Yep, liar, liar, pants on fire, nose is longer than a telephone wire. Remember that? Oh, my goodness gracious. Boy, Jimmy Durante and the guy that played the Klinger on MASH, boy, the nose, you see, yeah, they must have fibbed all the time. That's all I could say. Yep. Well, whatever happened to that guy from MASH? Do you know what happened to him?
His head fell off.
Well, yeah, it couldn't support the weight of the nose too well, did it? Yeah. tomorrow, Beatles, and more Beatles. Yeah, call the exterminator. 25 before 10 o'clock at KFXM. Talking about people with big noses. Here's the guy that started the whole thing. Yeah, can you imagine if this guy ever married Barbara Streisand, what the kids would look like? Here he is, Jimmy Durante. Everybody wants to get into the act.
Well, this is one of those songs that you hear now and then.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Yeah, Jimmy Durante, and it's one of those songs. There you go. He played the part of the Smiler in the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and that was the whole opening scene of the movie was Jimmy Durante driving it. Oh, I would kill to have that car. And they wrecked it. Of course, that was 1963. 1957 Ford. Jimmy Durante, and they had the camera in the back seat and everything, and he went over this ramp and went flying into the air and off the side of a cliff and down into a canyon. And, Milton Berle, when he was one of the first people to pull up behind him, and he went down there. Did you see it? Did you see it? The way he went sailing right out there? The whole first reel of that movie, the only line Milton Berle had was, "Hey, did you see it? Did you see it? The way he went sailing right out there." I had the pleasure of sitting down and talking to Milton Berle many years ago in 1996 at the National Association of Broadcasters convention at the LA Convention Center. Well, that's a normal place to hold it, right? And I told him, everybody thought he was great, his Uncle Milty and Mr. Saturday Night and all this, that, and the other. But I guess I struck a nerve with him when I told him, I said, the funniest thing I ever saw you, and it wasn't really, I don't know if it was supposed to be funny or not, but every 5 seconds you kept saying, did you see it? Did you see it? The way he went sailing right out there? Burl, what a great, such a gentleman, signed autographs for me and my daughter, and even gave me the pen. And my daughter, I gave my daughter the pen. And she's coming up today. I ain't get that. Maybe I'll collect that pen back. I don't know. 21 before 10 o'clock at Channel 98. Oh, yeah? Chicken! Look at that guy. He's a chicken. Chicken! Here is Ray Stevens. Yes. Don't explode, please. Ray Stevens and the Hen House 5. And in the mood, Glenn Miller, wherever he is, he's turning in his grave right now. 18 before 10 o'clock at Channel 98. Chris Compton here. What's that, sir?
This ain't real, what's happening.
No?
You're having a dream.
Oh, well, what the hell. Anyway, 18 before 10 o'clock. How about a Ray Stevens double play, shall we, huh? Ray? Wake up, Ray.
Margaret.
Margaret, yeah.
You ain't gonna miss me, Margaret. I know that. But preserves.
Live chicken. Oh. Didn't we just have one here a minute ago? Yeah. Ray Stevens. Me again, Margaret. Yeah. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious you. 14 before 10 o'clock, and it's the Archies. Now, portions of that record were recorded at the I-15 rest area, just this side of Baker. Yeah. Yeah, it was a very, very low-budget recording session, and so anyway, they got in. Could you imagine the look on the people's face that were already, their program was already in progress? When and all of a sudden they come marching in there and singing and everything. Wow, inside of the stainless steel enclosure there, yes.
Have you ever seen the inside of one of those places?
Yeah, I also smelled it real bad. Yeah, it was terrible.
Some people say I'm a no count, others say I'm no good.
Oh, yeah. Greenback $1, and, of course, written by Hoyt Axton many, many moons ago. Kingston Trio, yeah, 7 before 10 o'clock, Channel 98, Chris Compton. How you doing this morning, huh? Hope you haven't stepped in anything. Remember this one from 1969? Yeah. Take a letter, Maria. Oh, yeah. R.B. Greaves. Yeah, the one and only R.B. Greaves and his one and only hit. Yeah. I'm R.B. Greaves. Yeah, yeah. Imagine him signing in at a hotel before the virus struck, trying to get a room, in a crowded environment where they're having a convention of, disc jockeys or something. Yeah, I'm sorry, we can't let you in. Why not? I'm R.B. Greaves. I had a hit. No, it's we never heard of you, Mr. Greaves. Yeah, I'm R.B. Greaves. I tell you. No, we don't have you in the register here or the reservation. I'm R.B. Greaves, I tell you. Yes, leave me alone. Do not handcuff me. I'm R.B. Greaves. I'm a record star. If anybody wants to doubt the credentials of the acting ability of Bobby Darin, I invite them to see a movie called Captain Newman, M.D., with Gregory Peck as the star. Bobby Darin did such a great job in that movie. Whoa. Yeah, the guy could do anything. He could be Queen of the Hop or King of the Hop or whatever, and sing stuff like Ray Charles, or do a big band kind of cabaret singing and acting. Unbelievably talented guy. Wow, he was having surgery on my birthday of all things, way back when, and he passed away on the operating table. Not good, not good. 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, let's see, the big hand is on the 12, the little hand is on the 10. Makes it 10 o'clock at KFXM, LP Lancaster, the heart and soul of rock and roll, and K237CG in Yokern at 95.3. That's right. Western Union, the Five Americans. 5 Americans. The 5 Americans. There's a difference, Yeah, and Western Union almost sounds like something the Three Stooges would have done. You remember? That all of a sudden they're in a room and the ham radio goes up and it starts doing and Mo turns to Larry and says, "What did he say?" And he said, "Oh, what did he say?" He said, 3 minutes after 10 o'clock at Channel 98. How you doing this morning, huh? The other day I watched the remake of Flight of the Phoenix, and this was in the opening credits. Spencer Davis Group. Give me some lovin'. Gimme. Give, Queenie. Give. Give me some lovin'. Just give it to me. Leave it there. If I'm not home, just leave it on the front doorstep, and we'll get it. It's 7 after 10 o'clock at Channel 98 KFXM. How you doing this morning, huh? Yeah, it's going to be one of those hot, sweaty days where you just bat an eyelash and all of a sudden 2 gallons of water comes out of your left eyeball, Yep, without an ice cube, no less. Wow. Anyway, it's a lot of heat. There's a high heat watch, or what do they got here? What do they call it officially? An excessive heat warning. Oh, okay. For all you excessive heats, you are now warned. That's right. It's going to be sunny and hot with a high of 109. 109 today, yeah. That's what's going to be. Excessive heat warning is on in effect until 8 o'clock Monday night. Whoa. Okay. And we got 109, then tonight 72, and then tomorrow 111. My goodness. And over in Death Valley, meanwhile, over in Death Valley, we have a high of 126 And tonight, the overnight low should be 86. Whoa. You could break a sweat if you even tried to jog in the middle of the night over there. Tomorrow in Death Valley, it's going to be Chamber of Commerce weather. Can you imagine being on the Chamber of Commerce for Death Valley? Wow. Yes. More people come. Brought to you by Mr. Death. Yep, you remember him. Do we have Mr. Death? Is he here? Yeah, I think we do, don't we? Let's see here. Let's roll the dice. The computer. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? We'll find it a little later and play it for you by Henry Gibson. And right now, so it's what is it? What do we got outside right now? According to the calibrated thermometer on the broom closet wall for Death Valley right now at this moment in time, in real time. Yes, at Furnace Creek. Boy, when you're at Furnace Creek, you're up the creek. 98 right now in Death Valley, and here locally in the Antelope Valley, we have 84 degrees. And Bobby Sherman threw off the whole show business thing and became a paramedic for the city of Los Angeles. That's right.
Hey, little woman, please make up your mind. You've got to come into my world and leave your world behind. Come on now.
Bobby, come on. Let's sing here. As soon as you mentioned the paramedic, Adam 12 pulled up, and that was the end of that. So I gotta tell the people that come in here when I'm not around to not to eat cheese sandwiches around the playing machines. No, you don't want to do that, and because they get into the thing, and the pinch rollers don't pinch, and the holy rollers they pinch the pinch rollers, and the whole thing comes out here. Yeah. Let's try. If it don't work this time, let's throw it in the can. Yeah. Okay.
Come into my world.
We have an in-studio guest today, but he's not talking very much. Until just a few minutes ago, a bee flew in the window. Yeah, we had the window open, and a bee flew in. Yeah. Now, was it what? Oh, that was only part of it. He identified it as B-29. Oh, is that what it was? So what did you tell him, General? What did you tell the guys over there? Yeah?
Just shoot it down.
Just shoot it down. Okay, that's all right. Everybody hold your ears.
Hello, bachelor girls. You say you're on a diet of shredded wheat and carrot sticks and you gained 7 pounds in a week?
Yeah, there you have Eddie Lawrence, the old philosopher, KFXM Channel 98. And this was a big hit at the Farmer John Company, yeah, years ago. Everyone's a wiener, baby. Hot chocolate. Everyone's a wiener, baby. In this corner, Farmer John. And in that corner, Oscar Mayer. And they're going to be a duel to the death. Ooh, how sweet it is. Yes, the prize will be... What's the prize? A picture of Barbara Ann's buns. There you go. All right, now... Okay, thank you very much. Now get out. Hello, Mata. Hello, Father. The late, great Alan Sherman. And you are in the middle of an Alan Sherman double play. Yes, indeed.
Soupy-doopy-doop. Oh, soupy-doopy, soupy-doopy-doop.
Soupy-doopy. I like that. Strange Things in My Soup. There was, did you ever see the movie Mel Brooks put out? It wasn't the biggest box office smash, but I thought it was hilarious. It was Mel Brooks' silent movie, and, oh yeah, and they were driving around, and somehow there was like they were actually had an outdoor eating area for this restaurant that Yeah, people were enjoying everything. Henny Youngman was in the movie. He had a bit part, and he's sitting there, and all of a sudden this exterminator truck rounds the corner, and the big giant bug on the roof goes flying off the truck and winds up in Henny Youngman's soup. And needless to say, Henny Youngman had a comment about it. You remember? Waiter, what's this thing in my soup? Yep.
Breaker 19, this here's sakes, good buddy. We're going to back on out.
Mercy sakes, good buddy. Yeah. Yeah, C.W. McCall. That was 1976. And, that was called Convoy. And
it's the 2150. What's the story?
I already told you the story. Who was that masked man? That'll be the phrase of the century, I believe. Now, they just have to get the Lone Ranger in sync again and get him with Tonto. That's right, Kimasabi. So I think Tonto ever said in the whole series, Lone Ranger. That's right, Kimasabi. Loved it. Yeah, so anyway, where were we? Hit me over the head and call me a taxi. 29 minutes after 11 o'clock at Channel 98. I was blinded by the light. Manfred Mann, man. This was a hit in the year 1978. Remember that far back? Wow.
Blinded by the light
through the night. Oh, yeah, I could sing better than him, but I didn't want to show him up or anything like that. Manfred Mann and Blinded by the Light from Channel 98, KFXM, Carly Simon. You're so vain. You're so vain. Carly Simon, Channel 98, KFXM. How you doing this morning, huh? 23 before 11. Yes, indeed. We're here till noon today. And what's that, little girl?
Do you want to play hopscotch?
Well, I play hopscotch. Hopscotch, oh yeah. Yeah, what year is the scotch? There you go. No, not that one. There we go. I wanted the carousel in there, yeah. Everybody up and down on the horsies. Yeah, look at the horsies, yeah. There's one horse and Mr. Ed fan club meeting on the thing, yeah. Here are the Brothers Johnson. Remember this from 1977? Oh, yeah. Those are the Brothers Johnson. Yeah, they're not the ones that are being sued for the talcum powder, is it? No, that was another Johnson, yeah. Then there was another Johnson. What a popular name, wow. Howard Johnson, One Flavor, remember that? Blazing Saddles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wowie, wowie. Then there was that guy, Danson Johnson, remember him? He was on the Gong Show. You could call me Ray, you could call me Jay, but you don't have to call me Johnson. I love it. All right. 17 before 11 o'clock, Channel 98, KFXM. And here's Huey. Hey, boy, the intellectually stimulating lyrics of the songs of the 1950s should go down in history. That's right, along with Tom Dooley. 15, next time you see Tom Dooley, just tell him I said hi and ask him how's it hanging, that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, it's 15 before 11 o'clock, Channel 98. It is now 90 degrees officially at the National Weather Service here in Lancaster, in beautiful downtown Lancaster, the Kingdom of Rex, and in Death Valley. In Death Valley at this very, very moment in time, it is 105 degrees. Time to go work out at the YMCA, yeah. I always thought those were call letters of a radio station, yeah. Well, I couldn't find a place that, I couldn't find them. Boy, they sure made a splat when they first came on, didn't they, huh? the Village People and YMCA and YMCA FM. It's 10 before 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's hotter than 700 hells in Death Valley right now. Really heating up. 105 in Death Valley, and we have 90 at KFXM. And John Denver going to take you home on a country road.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Henry John Deutschendorf, a.k.a. John Denver. Take me home, country roads. I like it over KFXM. Channel 98. Right. Oh, yeah, Larry Williams taking us way, way back. 1957. And Phony Maroney. Boy, look at that. Holy smoke. And from Phony Maroney, we go to the Lovin' Spoonful. She is still a mystery. There you have it, the Lovin' Spoonful. I love it. What size spoon is that? Yep, spoon a tune. La 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 la. I used to have an uncle that played the spoons. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah, Ed Sullivan had them all, remember? Guy would play the spoons, and he'd be out there sounding like the Philadelphia Philharmonic Orchestra. Yeah, and he'd be out there with the spoons and everything. That was great. And then the guys would twirl plates on a stick, and then another guy would turn a plate on a stick, and then they'd climb up. I don't know how they did it. They climbed up over each other, and he'd be at the 9-foot level. And then here comes the 12-foot guy, and they're all sitting there twirling, and Ed is down on the ground looking out at the audience trying to figure out what in the hell's going on here. Yeah, Ed wasn't really coherent too much during his tenure, but he put him on TV. Yeah, they're right. No matter what. Remember Senor Wences with the guy in the box? Tonight. I used to love that. That was, don't get me started. All right, 11 o'clock, all across Western America. This is that's a new language I just made up. That's right. Go to your computer and anyway, where were we? This is KFXM LP Lancaster, the heart and soul of rock and roll, and K237 CG in Yokern at 95.3, serving the Indian Wells Valley. Okay, all right. And I hope you haven't stepped in anything yet.
Watch out for the bulls. Lousy, stinking bulls are everywhere.
They are, aren't they? Boy, I tell you, you need to wash those shoes off right now.
Well, you wake up in the morning.
Credence. From the Saturday morning request line at KFXM Channel 98, Chris Compton in the radio. How you doing this morning?
What are these people doing here?
What do they do? That's the audience, sir. Yeah, we couldn't afford a real audience, so we have... we don't even have cardboard audience. We have the Make-Believe Ballroom. Remember that? With Martin Block? Did you ever listen to that when you were a kid on the radio? The Make-Believe Ballroom. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say... I painted myself too far into the corner on that one. Yeah, I'm really sorry. 5 minutes after 11. Yeah, that's the wrong record. There we go. This is the right one. Let's go back to 1963. All right, you guys, you had your shot and you blew it. Okay, yeah, what does it say on the machine? Yeah, copyright 1920, the Marconi Radio Corporation. Wow, goodness. Yeah, it's that old. Yeah, and we keep oiling them and greasing them, and yeah, that's what you do when you have a cheap bus. You oil them and grease them and send them home to his wife in a bad mood, and yeah, and she'll be in a good mood, hopefully. What's happening with the machine? The machine! Halt the machine! Here's a story about him. Him. I sound like a asthmatic motorcycle. Yeah, that'll fix it. The engineer came in here and emptied an entire can of WD-40 into the CD player. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. Boy, that's the spreadingest stuff I've ever seen. Whoa. Now it's coming out of the CD player. Oh, wow. Boy, I tell you, there's nothing on this new stuff, the new equipment. You can't adjust it. You remember your TV set that you had when you were a kid? You know, I'm talking about people my age, not the kids that were born in the remote control age of TV. No, I'm talking about the old click, click, click tuner. Remember we had the tuner. You had to turn the TV on, and sometimes you had to pull the knob toward you to turn it on, and that was also the volume knob, and you rotate it left and right to make the sound go up and down. And you had to sit there in front of the TV while the tubes warmed up. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, the TV would come to life. It would get dimmer and then brighter and brighter. And there you have it, you know, in black and white. Yep. Then you had to adjust just like the Outer Limits guy, remember? We are controlling the vertical. Yeah, remember that? Well, anyway, you were controlling the TV. So there was no remote controls back in those. No. And so anyway, you'd adjust the picture for the best contrast and the best brightness. And if the TV were in good shape, you could actually walk back to your easy chair and sit down and watch 10 minutes before you had to go back and readjust the TV. It was constantly being readjusted. The old TVs were like that, you know. And you had to have the fine tuner. Remember the fine tuner? Yeah, you had your channel selector knob. Click, click, click. It went up from channel 2 to 13 and stopped. Those were the choice of channels we had, and due to various rules that the FCC has laid down, not everybody's TV set had a full complement of 12 channels. No, they had 4 or 5 channels, and that was it, and then you had to go to another town to hear the other channels or see them. And so anyway, but the TV would drift all over. It would, all of a sudden, the picture would start getting fuzzy on the edge. So you had to get out of your chair and grab the ring. There was a ring around the channel selector, and you had to tune it. That was the fine tuner. And you had to get it just right to where it looked real good on the screen. You sit down, and as soon as you sat down, the TV would change again, because a lot of TVs reacted to people walking around in the room. Yeah, there's technical explanations for all that, but the things we had to do to watch TV. Nowadays, you take your TV and set it on a tabletop or something. There are no controls on there whatsoever. No knobs, no buttons, no switches, nothing. It all comes out of the remote control. And I got to tell you, you lose the remote control of your TV set, you are screwed. Big time. Yep. Whoa. John Stewart. Lost her in the sun. Wow. Yeah, it happens, yeah. Yeah, 1980. I played that on the air in this town over, what was it, KKZZ. Yeah, 1380. Yeah, what was it? Fun Radio. Yeah, we had a manager named Bob, and he was always pulling practical jokes on everybody. Yeah. We had a real great newsman named Alex Gonzalez, with all the news that's fit to talk about and then some. And he would stand in front of the microphone like Gary Owens used to, and with the news copy in his hand. And Bob, the manager, would come in with a lighter and light the stuff on fire. It didn't rattle Alex. Never rattled him. Never. He read up till the last point where his thumb would get burned off, and then he turned off the microphone. Yep. He got even with Bob, though, because he became a highway patrol guy. And every time Bob got in his car, there was Alex with the red light. Yeah. Remember the day you burned up my newscast? Well, Give me your driver's license. Don't blow the transmitter. No. Whoa. Easy does it. Shirley Bassey and Goldfinger. All right, 24 after 11, and I got a real treat for you. Were you a Kenny Rogers fan? I was. I worked with Kenny. Well, kind of indirectly. He would do a piano bar thing at the old Pioneer Club in downtown Las Vegas. And across the casino, there was me with all the broadcast equipment and everything. I did an all-night radio show. And we got to be friends, and, we corresponded with each other and stuff like that. And recently, our old record guy, Vic Trolla, in charge of all the super oldie records, found this record. It is the very, very first recording by Kenny Rogers. And you recognize the guy's voice. This was made in 1958. That was way before Kenny ever dreamt of having a hit. Before the first edition, before Lucille, before all the hits that he had with the Bee Gees and everything. Here is Kenny Rogers from 1958 with That Crazy Feeling on KFXM Channel 98. Well, there you have it. Kenny Rogers' first record. It didn't sound all that great, did it? I mean, Kenny was drowned out by the background singer that sounded very much like Jack Scott, but it wasn't, I don't believe. There's no information on this. We found this in the hairy burlap bag in the back room here at KFXM Channel 98. Unbelievable. The background guy drowned out Kenny Rogers. Can you believe that? Anyway, that's why nobody bought that record. Probably my cousin. Cousin probably bought it. 27 after 11 o'clock as we peruse the pure purple petunias that are growing outside the studio. Here's Aki Aliang from 1961. Aki Aliang and Trade Winds over KFXM Channel 98 and K237CG in Yokern, 11:30 all across Western America. And Tony Orlando. So popular in his day, they named the city after him, yeah. Tony, Pennsylvania.
Time's on my side.
Yeah, we don't have him up here too often, boy. He dances around. Look at him. Man, he sweats and sweats and sweats. Makes a big mess everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Why did you invite him up here?
Because I like the record. It was a good record, yeah. 27 before high noon at Channel 98 KFXM at 95.3 in Ridgecrest, yeah. K237CG. Ah, there he goes, the big guy with a little head. Wayne Newton. Yeah, I had some contact with him many years ago. He had a ranch. In the Las Vegas area, and our radio station was in Henderson. And if he didn't like what he heard on the radio, he'd drive up there and start yelling and screaming and doing all kinds of things. Yeah, so I just said, listen, we don't allow people in here with big bodies and little heads, and that really set him off. Oh, did it ever? Wow, yeah. Wow, goodness. He was quite the guy, though. He really was. He really was. Yep. And,
this ain't real, what's happening.
No?
You're having a dream.
Oh, well, let's play another record. This is from a great motion picture, came out in the mid-50s. Remember a movie called Picnic with William Holden, Kim Novak? Oh, what now what? The machine. What is wrong with these machines here? My goodness. We just cleaned we sent the cleaning squad in there. Oh, a picnic. Is that anything like a beatnik? Anyway, the Maguire sisters. Yeah, Arthur Godfrey used to have them on the show every day. The part of his the Arthur Godfrey morning show. It's 99 degrees right now, in case you're checking out. We just checked everything with the National Weather Service. 99 degrees at Channel 98. And if you're headed out to Death Valley, look out. It's already 109 in Death Valley. Bangles covering up a grassroots song from 1966. And yeah, where were you when I needed you at Channel 98? I was all aboard the train headed in that direction. Yeah. Started her career as a demo singer for Carole King many moons ago. Yeah. 14 before high noon. It's Chris Compton here for 14 more minutes. Then from the Saturday morning request line, Cliff Richard, we don't talk anymore. No. Good on, boy, his voice really went up. Did his underwear shrink or something? Oh, goodness gracious. Wow, you got to watch those Chinese imports. 10 before high noon at KFXM. Somebody sent me a copy of a book, and I can't tell you who wrote it because it's a politician. We don't get into politics here. But there's a couple of lines in there that are really, really funny about this politician. Yep.
What kind of a man is going to play a practical joke on complete strangers with every bone in his body broken? Yeah, just walk right away. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yep. What? What's that, sir? Okay, well, you want to hear what? What's that? Which one did you want to hear? Oh, you want to hear this one? Okay, we'll play it. The dead skunk in the middle of the road. We got right at lunchtime, too, yeah. Sauteed skunk. That sounds good. Save me a portion. Sting in the high heaven. Loudon Wainwright III, I believe is his name. Yeah, every now and then I watch MASH and see him do an appearance there. He never sang that on MASH, though. No. Well, that supposedly took place in the 50s during the Korean conflict, as they said. So anyway, it's 6 minutes in front of high noon as we get ready to munch our lunch.
Let's call it quits and pack up and leave. And the sooner the better as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we got a lot of stuff we have to pick up here, and I'm sorry. I was he's been everywhere. Clarence Snow, that's his God-given name, and he changed it to Hank. I mean, you wouldn't want to be a country singer with a name like Clarence. It's time for Clarence. Oh, everybody, crickets everywhere. Crickets are here, there, everywhere. Yeah, just unbelievable. Even at the car wash. What a tie-in, Chris. Well, thank you, me. It's 3 before high noon. It's almost time to get on out of here. Yep. Don't forget the spray wax and no Armor All on the driver's seat. The last time I did that, I jumped into the car and slid it right across the seat and right out the other door onto the freeway. Yeah. Wow, goodness.
What sin could a man commit in a single lifetime to bring this upon himself?
Programming on KFXM is made possible thanks to financial support from Timothy Hayes, Crown Capital Securities, for over 35 years. Timothy Hayes, the certified financial planner in the Antelope Valley, provides sound investment advice, independent choices for 401k rollovers, IRAs, and tax-deferred savings plans, 403Bs, and 457 tax-deferred savings plans through eligible employers. Timothy Hayes Financial, Crown Capital Securities, 945-1828, 945-1828, or TimothyHayesFinancial.com. Timothy Hayes is a registered principal with Crown Capital Securities, LP, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC. The certified financial planner in the Antelope Valley, proudly supporting programming on KFXM Channel 98.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the greatest oldies of all time on KFXM LP Lancaster.
KFXM